På højre side har vi Christiansborg, det er det danske parlament. Den blev bygget 1745, originalt for den kongelige familie, som også boede der i 50 år, inden bygningen brændte ned igen. De blev så nødt til at flytte til Amalienborg, som vi så tidligere, og så flyttede parlamentet ind i stedet for. I think some of the bridges here are quite low, so just be careful on the very back. Thank you. On the right-hand side, we have what used to be the stock exchange of Copenhagen. It was just under renovation for its 400-year anniversary when an electrical spark started a fire that burned down 60% of the building. And now they're trying their best to rebuild it, and in the meanwhile we'll have to do with a photo of it here that ironically cuts out. It had a sphere that was forged to protect it against fire, and ironically that's what caught fire first and let them fell into the rest of the building. På højre side har vi børsen, som brændte ned mere eller mindre præcis et år siden. Den var under renovation for sit 400 år jubilæum, da et elektrisk kvist startede en ildebrand, som brændte 60% af bygningen ned. Nu giver det deres fæste og bygge bygningen tilbage op igen, og i mellemtiden vil vi nøjes med et billede af den her. The kayak bar on your right hand side, they have a really cool system where you can rent a kayak for free if you go and collect trash with it, so-called green kayaks. Kajakbaren her på højre side, vi har et ret sejt system, hvor man kan leje en gratis kajak, hvis man tager ud og samler skrald med den. Det er sådan nogle grønne kajakker, man ser omkring. And across from it there's that long white building with the orange roof, which is an old warehouse from the 1600s. Nothing special in itself, but it was built in the 50 years that the royal family lived in Christiansborg before the parliament were moved in, which means that the king would have been able to see it. And so they really had to step up their game, pressure was on. And I wanted to really appreciate the side of the building, very symmetrical, these big doorways, big windows. Try to remember what it looks like, so you can compare it to the other side of the building that the king would not be able to see. I think it's fair to say that they did not try as hard. The long green building on your left-hand side is the old docking place for the ship that used to go between Copenhagen and Malmö before the Bridge was built in between the two countries in the year 2000. also one big fiasco. It was built over 10 years ago and it's still under renovation because they keep making mistakes. The biggest one was probably when they started building it, they started building from the left-hand side and they started building from the right-hand side, and they built and they built and they built, and then the ends never met in the middle. There was around 1.5 meters in between, which some might argue is unfortunate for a bridge. It has since then taken 4 companies and 3 bankruptcies to finish it, which I'm very happy that they did, because it connects such important parts of the city. So once we're done with the tour, you guys could just walk down Newtown, cross the bridge, then there's a street food market, and then you're in Christianshavn, which was the part inspired by Amsterdam. And that little tour was a lot more difficult before this lovely bridge here was built. If the people in the very back could sit down, please. The very low bridge is coming up again one last time. Thank you very much. But yeah, with that we've made it back to Newtown, which means we've made it to the end of our tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Maybe you learned something. If you guys could stay seated until I've still fully secured the ship, that would be amazing. And other than that, I hope you have a great continued stay. Thank you everyone. Tack allesammans, danke euch alle. From the captain and myself.
Amazing trip. It's really good. I enjoyed it. Yeah. Thank you, Denmark.
I think it's fair to say that they did not try as hard.